You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We got some special guests in the building. Angela Simmons and Romeo.
Oh, yeah. It was
What
good.
up, what up?
What's
I'm
up,
glad
guys?
you didn't say little Romeo. That's a grown-ass man now.
That's Romeo Miller.
Man,
That
I've
man
been
got a
eating my
mustache. He
Wheaties,
ain't
man.
little no more.
Well, you get that from eating vagina.
Oh, man, I don't, nah. Hey.
Yes,
Don't
he
you
does.
tell that lie. You about to tell an age-old lie,
Hey,
Romeo.
man. No comment.
Well, congratulations to both of you for growing up hip-hop. I know you guys are executive producing this show together, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it must have been easy for y'all to get other people to sign on because you're like, okay, we're doing this show. It's very legitimate.
No, it's definitely legit. Like, basically, I had this whole idea, and I came to Rome because that was the first person I thought of, and then we pretty much, he said yeah, and then we found the rest of the cast after that.
Yeah. This was one of those shows where reality been trying to get me and my family to do it for a while since the Osbournes. And when Angela came up to me with this idea, it was something that was positive for our generation. So when y'all watch this show, it's not like the other reality shows out there. Like, you're going to learn something. You're on a journey with us. And everybody on this show, all the kids on this show, is going to make a difference in the world one day.
Let's talk about that first episode because there were some interesting
Wait,
things.
before you do that, how did y'all pick the cast of the show?
Well, we had some people. First of all, I know TJ. We grew up together, and then
That's
Boogie came.
Jam Master Jay's son.
Yeah, and then I actually have a partner, Datari Turner, and he was friends with some people over. He knew Boogie Dash, Dame Dash, and then Egypt. He knew her too, so then they just kind of brought
That's
them
Peppa's
on.
daughter.
Was that
Yeah,
the,
and then who we missing?
Christina?
Yeah, that was all Datari.
was that the original concept? Because you two used to date, so did it come up like, oh, we want y'all to be a couple on the show?
Nah,
Let's do a
chill.
Romeo Angela show.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's what I wanted
This
to
man is
ask
we used to...
about y'all two having used
I
to
mean,
date.
did we
I'm
used to date though? I
confused.
don't really know
I
if we used
don't
to date
yeah.
though.
It
It's
seemed
one of
like
those
it.
things where you got good chemistry with somebody and, you hang out and then y'all
More
got
just of a
clicked.
friendly relationship.
and
How
then-
intimidated was because you have your girlfriend on the show? Was it weird for her? Like, oh, he's going to be working with his, chemistry.
He's
Nah,
chemistry.
I know.
Words
Nah,
like
me and
chemistry.
Angela got amazing chemistry. That's just life, Sometimes you just have an amazing bond with people, and that's why we are great friends. But at that time, the person I was dating, it wasn't weird. It's just, me and Angela, we always gonna be the best of friends. That's life. If you can't deal with that, then
Right.
it's not
Then
my
we can't
fault.
be
So, Romeo,
together.
you're not dating that Nubian white queen no more?
That Nubian
Man,
white
watch
queen.
the show,
My
man,
goodness.
tonight, 10 p.m.
My goodness.
Man, I got to
Man,
say.
what a hell of a contradiction right there.
Nubian white
But
queen.
you posted-
I do that to piss off the people who get mad when they see y'all together.
Yeah.
People
You
get
posted
mad
that
at
picture,
interracial
though, the
couples.
two of you. You had to know that was going to cause some people to say nasty things. Instagram
Not
is
really
a home.
until-
Honestly,
2015.
I didn't really know because they got guys dating guys in this generation.
There
I didn't know
you go.
dating a different race was gonna be such a big deal in 2015.
Instagram is so mean,
And no,
though.
look,
People,
shout
they
out,
are
look.
mean.
I don't have nothing against anybody out there. Date who you want to date. We in 2015. You should love who you want to love.
Right.
Except when it comes to a
Oh
white
damn,
definitely
it's 16. Man, I'm sick, man. I'm trapped in 2015, man. It's not 2016 for me yet.
All that applies, Romeo, except to when you're dating a white woman. You're not a hypocrite. Yeah, that's just what it is.
I know.
You think it's different, Angela, for like if you're dating a white guy? You think that's more people don't have so much of an issue?
No, people are just weird about the other race. Like, I've seen it. I've dated guys outside of my race, and I've gotten kind of like some slack about it. So I think people are just like weird about it. They want you to stay in your race, which I think is weird. Like, why would you want that? I'm down for whatever, whatever color. It doesn't matter to me.
Right.
I think it's who you is too. Like if we wasn't nobody wouldn't care at all.
Right.
So when you have a name, and
That's
when
not
people-
always true, though. I feel like other people have issues like that.
Oh no,
aren't.
they do have issues,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying at the end of the day, it's like when you do have that name, when you have that title,
when you're
people wanna
successful,
see-
they're like, oh, he's
Makes it
successful.
worse.
You
Yeah.
made it.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like I'm not dating this person because I'm successful. I'm dating this person because I met this person at this time in my life.
But if you're young and you're black and you've had a crush on either one of y'all forever, then they see what you see with another race. It's more disappointing than anything. I
Yeah,
think.
no, and I understand, So
Now,
Now,
tell us about the first episode. You've seen it, right?
now, Angela, you got a little flustered in the first episode by Damon Dash.
Oh, you got an argument with Dame Dash?
Well,
Welcome
not
to
really
the
an
club.
argument.
Welcome to the club.
Not really an argument. Just kind of, he was talking. I just was listening, to be honest with you. Like, I just don't think he understood where I was coming from, and he didn't let me speak.
Welcome
he
to the
kind
club.
of.
Dame Dash doesn't understand where anybody's coming from except for Dame Dash.
No, he just attacked me, and he didn't understand where I was coming from. So it was like, I'm not gonna disrespect anyone. I wasn't raised to disrespect my elders, so I'm gonna sit there and. I know. I'm just saying.
It's not a style. job is reality.
I'm just gonna
Exactly.
sit there and I'm just gonna listen. You know what I mean? Like after a while, I realized I wasn't gonna win that, and I'm not trying to win it, and I let him talk.
He's basically saying you never had it rough.
He doesn't know me. He doesn't know my life. You know what I mean? Like you know what you see, but you don't know what I go
Hey
through.
man, watch this show tonight, man. That's all I gotta say.
See, she's getting passionate about it again.
Man, watch the
she
show.
get mad every
Growing
time.
up hip hop on We TV, man.
I haven't seen it, but that's his ideology, though. You don't want your kids to grow up rough. You want to instill in your kids to be bosses and have it good from the beginning.
No, and that's
like,
awesome. And it's not that I grew up rough, but it's just that he doesn't know what point I'm at in my life now. What he's saying is I'm in this little protective bubble.
You never had a gun
and
to your head.
No, but that's different. You know what I mean? Like I didn't grow up in the street. He's right. But I have other stresses and other issues that I deal with, which I was trying to tell him, like I'm at a point in my life where I moved out and my dad isn't supporting me, my uncle isn't supporting me, nobody's supporting me. I'm supporting myself. You know what I mean? So I still have to make all ends meet on my end. And he's trying to say, oh, you're just protecting this, whatever. You know what I mean? I just don't think he gets it.
How
I
did it
pray my
end?
daughter don't ever have a gun to her head. Why is that an insult?
How did it
You've never
end?
had a gun to your head. What?
I left.
You just walked
I
away.
listened to him and then I left.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Y'all
keep
gotta
it
watch it
simple.
though. I was like, man, let her talk.
Do you call
He didn't
daddy
let me
at all?
talk. Yeah, my dad knows everything. I tell my dad
yeah.
everything. Literally, he knows everything that happens.
Does he make a call like?
No, I mean, I just tell him what goes on. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that serious. I didn't feel like he had to call or make any calls or anything like
But
that.
you also had a stalker on the first issue, and that's in
That's
real life.
real. Yeah, that's happened to me more than
She got a
once.
lot of stalkers.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Lee had a stalker too. Charlamagne, we all had stalkers.
Yeah, we all
It gets
did.
kind
I
of
know damn
crazy.
stalker.
Oh.
You-
I got people that try to attack me outside.
Oh, yeah,
And now that man was fine and stuff. I saw him on Catfish, man.
I heard it was Yo Gotti that was stalking
You was on Catfish.
Oh
huh?
yeah, I was on there. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Stop.
Oh man,
Oh.
it go down in the deal.
Hey.
It go down in the
He came
deal.
up here, he met your dad and everything. Like he was really going.
It was
we see
awkward.
the picture with both of y'all together.
Yeah, he came to my event.
We saw he gave you some flowers.
Yeah, they were really nice.
So y'all
and-
not together or nothing?
No.
He shot his shot though.
He's a nice guy, and I'm flattered by everything, but we're not.
Yeah,
He
shout
said he
out
was
Gotti,
really in
man.
your DMs though. Did he really? DM
I
you?
didn't see because I don't really check my DMs
'Cause you
because
don't
I get a
follow
bunch
him.
of them. But I didn't see.
Yeah, when you get a bunch of them, I'm sure.
I just didn't see it.
So
y'all
what have
going
you
to
noticed in your DMs, Angela?
Angela, let's see your DMs right
no.
now. Can we take a look?
I don't have my phone.
Great answer.
Good answer.
Does that work? A guy trying to get in your DMs?
No,
Not at all.
not normally. No.
Yeah.
I need to meet you, like
Gotcha.
face to face. I'm not trying to just get like a DM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you know the person though?
Well, then I guess I might see your DM. I don't know.
But a regular guy don't stand a chance in hell going in your DMs.
I mean, I just don't know you. Who are you? You know?
Got you.
Angela be out though. She be out. I would see her everywhere. She's out and about.
Now you said you had stalkers. Does it make you consider what you put on IG? Because you do put some pictures up on IG that every now and then. I be like, damn, Angela got ass. Sorry, Run.
Oh man.
Come on.
I mean, I don't put nothing too crazy up.
Right. She works out.
I keep it, classy.
Yeah.
I feel like I do.
All right.
Yes.
You know,
It's classy, but it's like still sexy. You know what I mean?
gotta still keep
Like
it a
you
little
in the
sexy.
gym on the elliptical and the guy's behind you, and them cheeks
You
just
really
going.
watch her DM.
That's
huh?
that's my
attention.
trainer. It was just like a little Snapchat I had, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this looks cool.
This
Gotcha.
guy right here, you little perv.
Oh, so you never watched them with me? Stop. Why you out
I'm
acting
watching
like
with
that?
you. I'm watching
That's
with
so
you.
crazy.
Ansley, tell us what else happened in the first
Oh my
episode.
god.
All right, now we are talking about some of the struggles that y'all have had that maybe people don't know about. Romeo, recently you posted on Instagram about some struggles that you've been going through family-wise and having all your stuff put out there, and you also have another reality show that you're on with your dad
Yeah.
as
Nah,
well.
people don't understand. When you sign up in this business, you sign up in it. It's like anybody. If you're a doctor, if you're an astronaut, that's what you want to do. Just because y'all are working at the radio station don't mean your whole family, they want to work at the radio station or they could do that. So it's the same with a celebrity. A lot of people have a misconception that you're a celebrity and that everybody else want to be a celebrity. And some people in my family just want to be veterinarians, doctors, lawyers. And it's sad because I'm going through a very public divorce with my pops and my mom. And people always talk about, like, why are the kids getting involved? And people don't understand, if you ever been through a divorce, the kids are the most involved. It's like, that's just the truth. And nobody loved my mom and my pops more than me. My mom brought me into this world. And it sucks to hear people, even when people on my side, the things that happen, my mom's being guided by people who don't have any love. They only have greed. And at the end of the day, nobody loved my family members more than me. And it's like, we have to get involved. And it sucks because as a kid, you don't want to, and you never want to choose sides. And for me, I'm never gonna be true size, you know. But that's why I created this new project. I got an album out today, and I made it a mixtape. It's called Fighting Monsters, because every kid out there I realize is going through something. You know, everybody is fighting some type of monster, and whether it's a big monster or a little monster, everybody's going through something.
I asked your pops the same question. I said, I knew you had the mixtape coming out. I knew you was gonna be addressing some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, how do you approach it? Because that's still your mom at the end of the day. So you still got to be respectful.
Man, I watched y'all, and y'all had August Alsina on here, and it was one of like the best interviews I've seen, because people don't understand that you could love people to death, but you know, when you're in this business, it's a crazy business. You know, I feel us moving to Hollywood was probably the worst thing our family could have did. We from down south.
Wow.
We country. And Hollywood is a place where it will tear you apart, because they're about materialistic things. They're about a certain lifestyle. And it's not family down there. Everybody wants something. So it's just one of those things where it's just like, we know what we signed up for, but when you got a big family, you don't understand that people gonna put your family into it, and that privacy is gonna go away. And for me, you know, I just want to wish the best for my mom and pops, because without any of them, I wouldn't be here.
Do you still speak to both of them?
Honestly, it's sad, because people, they look at my life, they look at my IG, and they don't understand. It's like, they see the glitz and the glamour. And I haven't talked to my mom in probably months. And it's been hard. It's been months since I talked to my mom, and it's something that really sucks, because I do everything for my mom. But when you have lawyers and people who only see money, and they don't understand our family dynamics, they don't understand our life, it's like, my mom gonna be good forever. That's what these goddamn lawyers don't understand. Like, that's my mom. And like, as long as I'm living a certain life, she gonna be good. But I haven't talked to my mom in a few months, and that's something I pray about every day. But that's why I made this this mixtape. It was so important for me to make this. I feel God was talking to me to make this project, Fighting Monster, because every kid is going through something, and I feel like this is a time for me to put light on the negative and make it into a positive.
Can you talk to her though? I mean, it's still a legal situation. So can you talk to her?
I can, but it's one of those situations where people don't understand our situation. You know, it's nothing I want to really talk about. I wrote a letter on my Instagram, a letter of hope, and this is something where I don't want to talk about every day, because everybody's going through something. It's like, you got something you got to go through. You got something you got to go through, and I feel privacy, you know, is the only way we're really gonna have a resolution.
You don't need everybody weighing in.
Yeah, because people don't know. People have their comments, you know, this and that. Nobody on this planet love my mom more than me.
Now, let me ask you guys about the show, Growing Up Hip Hop. How much input do you have as far as the final product? Like, do you see the show and you're like, oh man, I didn't want to put that in there? Or is that something that they kind of have more control over what gets put in? Or you guys get the final edit, final cut?
Definitely a part of the process. I mean, like I said, this show was my idea along with Tari Turner, and we pitched it. So it's not something that somebody came to me for.
Yeah,
because it has to be things that you're like, man, I don't know if I want that out there, but it's good for TV.
Well, there are those moments, you know. That's what reality TV is, you know. You
gotta give some stuff, you know. But we
like, let me tell y'all something right quick, man. When y'all watch the show,
what?
Y'all gonna see me crying on there. It was cold outside. That's all I got to say.
He definitely was crying on the show.
It was cold outside.
He was crying in the first episode?
He was crying. I was like,
what?
Man, I wasn't crying. It was cold.
You
New
crying.
York cold as hell, man.
I thought you were crying too.
He was crying.
Man, I was like, oh.
You were sniffling and
I
crying.
only cried 3 times in my life, like real talk. I don't cry, you know.
What were the 3
times? But don't
you
cry over Instagram, man.
Huh?
What were the 3 times?
My cousin funeral when I was like 13. Then I had another funeral with my cousin when I was 9. I didn't cry at that one. Like, crying for me, I really, like, my pops we didn't grow up like as cry. We're not really sensitive people.
There's nothing wrong with crying.
No, nothing's wrong with it, but I'm just saying I would not be crying over no goddamn Instagram. That's all I'm saying.
I put this pick up, I didn't get no likes. Okay.
When y'all watch the show, you're going to see him cry. That wasn't no cold weather. Yeah.
They're going to be on me. It's
Angela, he was crying.
I wasn't sure until he told me he wasn't crying.
Okay.
I was like, oh, wow, this is a sensitive moment with the
Man, watch the show to see what we talking about, man, tonight.
Now,
I know
Angela, how long you had them hands, though? Boxing, yeah.
I've been boxing for like probably 2 or 3 years.
What made you get into boxing?
I just, for fitness at first, and then I kind of fell in love with it because my trainer trains like real boxers, you know, like he trains. So like I started like, let me get good at it.
You ever had to use them?
No, I prefer not to.
Because I saw on the trailer you're like running from you're like some stalkers, security.
Yeah, that stuff
I'm
is
like,
wild. But that was crazy. I mean, you got to watch it, but I didn't expect that at all. Like, at that point, they had de-mic'd me. I'm just in the club, and this is around the other time. It's a lot. There's like a couple stalkers, and you'll see. But
where's the security?
and I'm sitting there, and there was
That's
security
what I
in
be
the section.
telling her.
Hey,
No. Let me tell you.
Do this
My
right
family,
now.
we don't play with safety, man.
I
Like,
have security.
No,
Where
she
your security
don't. You
at?
be out by your. I seen it in the Rucker
got-
Park.
Don't-
hey.
I was not by myself. I had people with me.
3 girls.
She got
Exactly.
snipers.
Y'all see.
No,
What's
I
that?
had somebody with me.
You need some security.
No,
You
I
got
had
3
security
girls.
with me.
That's what I be
Did
trying to
I
tell
did.
them.
He was
Okay.
with me. I definitely did.
You
I
gotta
remember.
make it difficult for people, man.
I have
Absolutely.
security. I just don't like security all the time. Like, who wants somebody over their back all
I
the
get
time?
it.
I'm cool.
But you
Like,
got
I just want to be
stalkers.
like low key. Like,
You say that until somebody walking behind you and smack you on the ass, then you got to turn around and use your hands.
has
The next
happened.
That
Charlamagne, don't
happened to
put-
Charlamagne one time.
Somebody
walked
smacked
up
him
and-
on the ass.
They smacked him
Bro.
on the ass, but
I'm not laughing because it happened. It happened
That
to me
happened
too.
a long
Ladies know
time
girls be in the
ago to
club.
me.
They worse than dudes.
yeah, in the club. That's where it happened to me. I did slap someone for that though.
Oh, you did?
I was really young though.
But
I
that's
was
what your
probably-
security's there for.
But I was like 18 or 19 or whatever it was, and I was out, and they grabbed my ass, turned around, slapped him, and like. Just kept
Damn.
moving. I was young, but if
Right.
I had to do that,
You box now, so
And
it's
then we
on.
live in that world star era. People want to put you on camera,
I don't need all
stealing
that.
on you.
yeah, I don't want that.
Just when it happened to JoJo.
That's
JoJo got
terrible,
jacked up.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I know you didn't. That's why you gotta have shooters, Angela.
I'm good. I got
She
security
good.
now. We
Okay,
good.
okay.
Now, the
Okay.
first time you heard that Yo Gotti song, what did you think?
I actually heard it a while ago before it was like even on air, and I thought it was a cool song. I was like, oh,
Okay, hey.
I was flattered, of course. Like my name in the song, it's cute.
Is it true JoJo was trying to hook you up with Gotti to get a free verse?
No,
Shut up.
JoJo's just silly. I'm sure he was just like playing around.
Gotcha.
Totally.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, Romeo, did you ever actually take classes at ICDC?
Oh
Or
man,
that was just a commercial?
man, people gotta understand. Like at the end of the day, ICDC is something I want to endorse because I put my whole career on the side to go to college.
Right.
You know, I went to USC, film school, business school, won a college championship there in basketball. And it's sad because a lot of people make fun of ICDC because it's just like, it's not the norm, you know? And I'm one of those people, you know, my pops always taught me to think outside the box. I didn't take no classes at ICDC. I went to USC, but I've been approached by different liquors, different, you know, vodkas, and it's like, I decided to take the education route. Like I said, if I'm gonna endorse something, I wanna endorse something that's me. You know, I don't go out and party all the time. If I'm out partying, I'm probably getting paid. You know, ICDC is something where I seen the future. It's just like every kid need education. Every kid go to elementary, middle school, and high school. And I wanted to do something where I could inspire our youth with. But I never went to ICDC as an endorsement.
Now, what age did your life change? Because you grew up in the projects.
Yeah.
So at what age did you realize, okay, we rich now. We not in the projects.
Yeah,
no more.
people don't understand. It's like my life, people grew up with me on TV. You know, my favorite cousin in jail for life right now with his dad. You know, my auntie in jail, my uncle in jail, my other uncle in jail, free my Uncle C, free my cousin Los. But I seen both sides. And that's what people don't understand. They think that they know your life because they see you on TV. But when my dad started making money, your life don't change overnight. It's like, because if you make $5 million, $10 million, $100 million, if you make that right now, you're still going to be the same person you are. Your family going to be the same people they are. And for me, it was just always a steady process. You know, I remember being in the 3rd Ward. You know, I remember being in South Park in Texas. I'll be by my friend's house, and when a car come by, we'll hide because we think it's a drive-by coming. So people don't understand the life that I really had, and that's why I'm so appreciative. And that's why I'm not out here in a lot of trouble, because I am appreciative, and I've seen literally both sides. You know, y'all interviewed my pops many times. It's like, if you grow up with that man, he keep it real 100.
Absolutely.
You know, that's just who he is. And I've been blessed to have a mentor like that in my life, who's my father, that keep it 100 and at the same time always, you know, show love to God. He's very gracious. And I never seen somebody who's more respectful to other people. So for that's just always been a blessing for me. But the age, the biggest difference, I'll probably say like 13. Like one of my cousins passed away in Houston, and then we went back to Baton Rouge. And after that, you know, I was like, I want to do something with my life, because my first cousin, he died, and then my second oldest cousin, he got murdered by a gang, and I was the third, so everybody always thought something was going to happen to me. And that was around 13 when I just realized, like, my pop's doing something crazy for the whole family. you know.
What made you follow in your father's footsteps to a T? Like, I mean, even from basketball to music, like.
Man, that's in our blood. Like you go to our bloodline. My auntie, you know, she a hooper and could rap. You know, my whole family could just hoop and rap. That's in our blood. So that was always something natural to me. You know, before music, I always played basketball. It's like the top rank in New Orleans and Houston. People know who grew up with me in AAU. Like I really play sports, but that's something that just is in our blood. You know.
You ain't never rap, Angela. It's in your blood.
I love music.
Fashion and fashion.
I stick to what I do.
She got a mixtape coming out.
No, I don't.
She do. She has
I've done. One time I did a song in a recording studio, and I put it out.
You
and
did
it
a
was.
song? I didn't hear
It's
that.
called Center of Attention, but it was like. And I wrote it, and it was just for fun, but it was like for promotion for pastry sneakers when I was doing that.
Right.
So it's on YouTube, but don't make fun of me if you look it
We're
up.
gonna get a clip of that.
Center of attention.
However, that was the only time I did it, and it was fun.
No,
She's more into the fashion thing, though. That's definitely your
Fashion
lane,
and
though.
philanthropy. I mean, that's pretty much what I do.
Now, Romeo, you the president of your dad's companies?
Man, y'all gotta watch the show. I can't be telling y'all
Yeah,
I think your
everything.
dad said you were the president of your
Yeah, he
company.
said you putting up all the money for the
He
movie.
said you put up all the
Yeah.
money, you the financial back.
Yeah,
and
nah,
everything.
people don't understand. Even like Ange said, people have a certain perception of, you know, kids who have successful parents. And people don't understand my whole life, my pops was teaching me to take over. You know, I'm probably the one person who, I don't rely on my dad at all. You know, my dad, like, he come to me, like, with business, like, we come at each other and we talk as business partners. And I think that's something that's hard for people because a lot of child celebrities or anybody who have a famous parent, they rely on their parents.
But even Christina, who's on the show, she can't rely on her, her dad at all.
She's definitely doing it on her own.
She's one of the DeBarges.
Yeah, so it's a big misconception. My dad is definitely a blessing, but at the same time, I use that to learn how to build something for me. You know, I've been more into acting. You know, I did 7 movies this year, and I had the Romeo show, which I was the highest paid, not just kid actor, one of the highest paid actors when I did Nickelodeon. You know, I did that show, and I just learned how to just, make a life for myself. I've seen a lot of people around my dad look to him as if he was God, you know, and it's like when you do that with somebody, my dad is a human. You know, in the Bible they say, only have faith in God, not man. And as a kid, my dad always told me that. He was like, even though I'm your dad, it's like, I'm going to teach you how to fish. I'm not going to bring you to fish, and you're going to be able to do what I do times 10. And that's what people don't understand about our family, because my dad is such a powerful and he's such a big mogul. You know, people don't understand that. My father taught me how to survive by myself.
Right.
And that's the biggest blessing I've had my entire life.
You ever
How
told
was
him no,
your-
though? You ever told him no when he comes to you and say, "Let me borrow $2 million for a movie"? Be like, "Nah, Dad, that's not it."
You don't
It's
tell
not
Master
borrowing
P no,
money,
man.
it's investing.
You don't tell the ice cream man no, man.
He said, put them gloves on. We're going to talk about
they
this.
used to put the gloves on,
You
like back
too?
in the day. Not with me, but back in the day. No, my pops, back in the No Limit days, like him, Boss, C, like that, if you got a problem, you put the gloves on and then you just figure it out.
He told us he undefeated in No Limit.
Yeah, I think so. I think he is.
How was
So-
your setup, Angela, for you?
As far as
Because you
what?
got Uncle Russell, Daddy Run.
Well, as far as business goes,
Yeah.
well, with pastry, my dad had, run athletics and they had Fat Farm and all that stuff. So my sister and I ended up doing pastry through them, and I learned a lot experience-wise. And then we walked away from that, and now I'm pretty much like on my own, and I do everything on my own. I moved out of the house when I was like 17 or 18, and then I moved to LA with my sister, and we had our own show. And I pretty much moved back to New York and just started doing my own thing. Like, I built my website, angelam.com. I have Foofy and Bella right now, which is my faux fur line. And I do a ton of other stuff. I actually have an activewear line, which I'm a co-owner on. And it's called Vipe. And that's from a European brand. So, like, I'm pretty much just doing it all myself.
Pastry made millions, though.
It did. It did extremely well.
Do you ever worry about guys? Because guys will try to trap you.
Who's going to trap me?
I'm saying, you get into a relationship with a guy, he's with you, acting like he like you, which he probably does, but then he's
Yeah,
like,
why
"Oh, I
would-
gotta get her pregnant."
Acting like he likes you.
Well, I'm not having sex until I get married, so they're not going to get me pregnant.
Oh,
And no, I'm pretty smart. I didn't nobody's trapping me.
got you.
How come you guys had chemistry with each other? What happened? Like, how come it didn't ever lead to anything?
Yeah. How come?
Romeo just shot his shot. Good
Well, it's
alley.
on you, Angela.
Well, we met a couple times. I feel like we got closer when I was living in LA. We used to hang out a lot.
She started hosting 106. That's why.
Ooh.
That is not. I moved back to New York when I was hosting 106. So at that point, you were in LA still. So that's not what happened.
No comment.
So what
So
happened?
you saying Bow Wow cock blocked you? Is that what you're saying, Romeo?
Yep, basically.
How real was the
Oh,
beef
man.
between you and Bow Wow, Romeo? I thought that was gonna get real serious.
Was it
I need to go
Angela
get that
Simmons?
album, man. Go to Maserati.
Nothing to do with that.
Look at that, nothing to do with
I
that.
talk about it on my new album.
Do you really?
Nah, I've been knowing Bow. People don't understand. It's crazy. I was knowing Bow since I was a little kid, since I was like 8. He used to stay
Romeo's
with my
key
Uncle
phrase
Sue.
today is people don't understand.
No, they really don't. That's life. That's the beauty of life, though. Everybody don't need to understand.
Right.
This generation think they have to make everybody understand them, and that's the key to failure. Like, if you want to please everybody, you're not going to be successful
Ever.
in this industry. But me and Bow, like, we go back. Like, we'll be at UCLA hooping. Me and Marcus Jordan. Me, him, and Chris Brown. And we had
Who's
our
better at
moments.
ball, you or Bow Wow?
I'm the best in ball. Like, come on, that's not even a question.
Who's better at rapping,
Yeah.
you or Bow Wow?
Come on, man. Go get that new mixtape. Nah, but Bow was I'm not like I looked up to Bow. People don't understand. I looked up to Bow. He like 3-4 years older than me, and when I was like 11
You're
and
taller
he's
than him,
14.
You look down to him.
Nah, but when I was a kid, I looked up to him, and I remember when I came out, my pops was like, my son about to come to music, and his record company, the heads over there, it's like they need to go against each other. Like, they're going to be more popular and famous, and it's going to be better if they're against each other than doing a song together.
That
And
sounds
it's
like a white man playing.
Yeah, and it's like as long as they're out, like they're not going to work together. I still remember that as a little kid. I'm like,
Wow.
this dude used to be at my house. He like Bow, like he grew up with my family. Like we had many, bump ins with each other. He know me probably better than a lot of people out there, and it's one of those things where people from the outside could really determine how certain people act and how they perceive things. Because me and him, people don't understand. He was at my Valentine parties when I was like 14 years old.
So did you have to hit
We
him
was
and be like,
hooping.
I'm about to shoot my shot with Angela, and
Oh
is
no,
that cool?
it's as I've grown, I'm not really close with anybody.
He said, I ain't close with him no more.
No, honestly, because this generation is like, I've been successful at a young age. A lot of people are just now becoming successful, and their mind frame's a lot different. Like, I don't do this for fame. I don't do this for girls. So it's like, how do you relate to people who haven't accomplished the things already? It's not being cocky, but it's just like, I've lived that life already, and it's like, I want so much more. It's like, I do this to make a difference in the world one day. It's like, y'all probably voted for me like in 2024 for president or something. Like, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's bigger than what's going on now. Every move I make today is for the future.
So back to Angela. So what happened?
Romeo said 106.
That is not what happened.
So let's hear it from your voice. I mean,
feel like
he's gonna be president.
time and space just happened. I moved
Yeah.
back to New York. He was in LA. And then he got a girlfriend, and
Mm-hmm.
I was dating other people, and it just.
Did you text him? I see you
Vanished.
on Instagram with your little white girlfriend.
No.
She did say something. She did have some little. So where your girlfriend at? You ain't got your
I
girlfriend
was
here?
just wondering where she was at. I didn't see her.
Man.
He flew her to New York, and I didn't meet her.
All right, you got a boat, right? You in the boat. Romeo and Bow Wow both in the water. You can
Oh,
only
she's
save
saving
one.
Romeo.
She know who she gonna save.
Who do you
Stop
save? You
this.
can only save
I'm saving
one,
everyone,
Angela.
or I'm
She know what she
jumping.
gonna say.
I don't have time.
I'm getting off this goddamn show.
But you
She
guys
don't
are both
save me.
single now, right?
Watch the show. Find out.
I'm single.
There you go. Well, Angela Simmons,
Very single.
Romeo. The show comes on when? When's the show?
It's on tonight.
Yeah, every Thursday at 10
10
p.m.
p.m.
on WeTV.
It's a
Every
great show,
Thursday,
by the way. I
10
highly.
9 Central.
You
Thank
can learn a lot
you.
because they have the mentors, the older people. Pepper's on there with her daughter.
It's
Yeah.
always interesting to watch people
It is
who
great.
don't need reality TV on reality
Yeah,
TV.
and no, that's why this show is so good, because like everybody on this show don't need it.
Yeah.
We did this show to inspire the youth, and it's like you're on our journey with us. And the cool thing about this show is like the empires of what my pops built, what her pops built, and now you get to see that just up close and personal, and you get to see what we're doing on the way. And I said if I ever do a TV or reality show, that I wanted to do something where it represent me, and this is what it is. This is a revolution, because people always say they want positivity on TV, they want inspiring people. At the end of the day, they really don't. Because if you make somebody who has a brains famous, it's like it's really dangerous if you think about it. People always say, why are we making these certain people, powerful? And they know why they're making them powerful, because they're not going to change the world. They're basically puppets, But people like Angela, you see people on this show, me, it's like we want to do something to change the world one day. And that's what this show is about. You along with on our journey.
Right.
And it's an amazing
You
thing.
guys are all working and doing
Yeah.
something
It's real.
in life.
Sure.
Did you know Christina
Y'all
had a
look like
crush
a
on
couple,
you?
though. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
Y'all look like a power
They
couple.
do, they
but
do.
Y'all
Yeah,
look
but
like
put y'all
Look at
y'all should
even
be
their
together.
body language is,
Romeo
very
ain't say
comfortable.
nothing.
Yeah, like she leaning into
I'm
it.
just.
Like,
They told me to get
Man,
closer.
we got amazing chemistry, but that's what this generation don't understand. Though it's like we have amazing chemistry because that's we do.
Right.
It's like a lot of people when they have amazing chemistry with other people, they try to force things upon them. You know, they try
Are you
to.
trying to say our relationship would be forced?
No, I'm
Uh-oh.
just saying
No.
like.
Mess that up. There you
No,
have
I'm
it.
saying that
There we go.
this
Almost had it.
generation don't understand. You got to think with your mind and your heart and not your think.
But that's a great foundation to build on.
Yeah.
Since y'all got that, now you put the thing on top of the mind. And
She said she wait until she get married.
This would
Okay,
be a
then
hot
you get
power
married
couple.
then.
Y'all should get married.
Hey, watch the
think
show.
it's a lot
Watch the
of
show,
pressure.
man. Watch
Romeo,
the
you
show.
gotta do it for the brothers. from
Wait,
the
last
hood,
question.
man.
Watch the show.
We
Last-
waiting on somebody to get Angela. That's why we was rooting for Gotti. Like, yeah, come on, Gotti. So if Gotti can't do it, Romeo, you gotta do it for the hood, bro.
Romeo.
Oh,
Now
man.
this body language just got
Oh,
crazy.
man.
Yeah, you put your face right in your lap talking about you don't eat poom poom. This guy crazy.
But did you know Christina had a crush on you before the show?
What?
No.
Okay.
We
Y'all
don't
watch
see her
the
on
show,
season
though.
2. We know why. Executive producer Angela Simmons.
Nah, she gonna be on there. She
All
gonna
right.
definitely be on there. She's good TV. She's very like open. You know,
Very vulnerable,
yes,
for sure.
very vulnerable. It's like people don't understand. Like her family got this big name, and she opened up, and she have stories that
Right.
people would
Stuff
never
about her
imagine.
father's crazy.
You know, and I think that's going to help a lot of kids because a lot of kids in this generation are going through similarities, and to see somebody open up like that and be that vulnerable on TV.
Right.
It's really it's a blessing in disguise. It is.
Okay,
right.
we'll be watching.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can be JoJo Simmons and rapping, Romeo?
There you go. Romeo, Angela Simmons. We appreciate you guys. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yo, get that new mixtape, man.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in.